Shankar Ramm from Peps Industries.
Hello,
Great
Mr.
pleasure
Ramm.
to be here.
Thank you so much for talking to me.
Yeah.
I think this is an initiative that I've taken to get the best minds in the business like yourself to talk to everybody who's listening and feeling very anxious at this moment due to the lockdown and the coronavirus. So thank you so much for speaking to me.
Actually, this is something that we never did expect, and this happened in the month of March. And March is a month where you do 1.5 times to 2 times of your sale,
Yeah.
and that's the month you've got to really close it off.
Yeah.
And so it's been something very different. Something, if you ask me, I think for all the mistakes all of us have done in our life, we are seeing this patch with us,
Oh, yeah?
right? And it's something which can't believe has come, and the way we have gone about it is something very. I think we have gone about it in a in a manner which we got advised upon, and I would say the advice and the motivation came from our Prime Minister's talk. Okay, and being in industry for 28 years, and being an industrialist, doing a decent turnover in life, there is a certain responsibility which I felt for, especially the workers who work in our factory.
Right.
And most of us, are working with workers. Very, you see their face. It's very simple. Come from a remote area of Orissa, come from a remote area of Bihar,
Right.
come from a remote area of all these places, UP and things like that, and very innocent. And they come all the way to Coimbatore, and we give them work. And we have about 600 boys working in our company.
Oh, wow.
And out of 600, I must tell you, at least 400 people are from these small villages.
Migrant
And,
workers and yeah.
I can imagine their plight. Okay.
Yeah.
So we just basically stepped up and told them, like, your salaries will be paid up, and we paid up the salaries about 2 days in advance, so that the benefit of doubt doesn't exist in their face.
Oh, okay.
We also run a canteen, which we used to run we run a canteen in our company. Even I also go and have my meal also there, lunch also there. So the canteen is continuing for them. We make sure that the breakfast, lunch and dinner, piping hot, is going to the respective. Now I won't know how to describe it, but there are a lot of properties close to our factory, where there are many rooms there, and in rooms these boys are staying out there. Okay. So we make sure that the food goes to. There are 3 locations. I was told about 280 boys are there, and
Wow.
we make sure that the meal is got. Okay.
I think that's fabulous, because the initial reaction, I'm sure, would have been, what to do next and panic. But then suddenly you realize that people first, right?
Yeah.
And then, so for your company, which is got such a large team, right? What were the 3 things that you did when the lockdown was announced? Say the first 3 things. You
The
would
first
say,
thing
yeah.
we just took, to be very honest, we just first planned out about how these workers to be handled. Next, we thought we got 4-5 factories around the country, so we had to make sure that everything is taken care, right? And the stock is taken care, the inventory is taken care, and we also made sure that the respective people working for us, we told them to take care of yourself and follow the rules and regulations and discipline that has to be followed up.
Okay.
And one other thing that we ask all these guys is, this kind of a break you'll never get in your life, right?
Wow, okay.
This kind of a break we will never get in our life. This is a break where you can introspect yourself and ask yourself, can I be better? Can I be good? Okay. And there's something which, honestly, I'll tell you, I've been talking to a lot of my marketing staff now, and each one of them has been with me for more than 10 years, and each one runs a business of about 50 crore, 60 crore, and 70 crore business, taking a big target for this coming year.
Yeah.
Okay, so I keep asking him, how did you come to this chair? Just study that part of it. From what route you came to this chair, right? And then you have come to this particular level. Today you own a car, you drive a car, your wife is happy. And whom do we have to delight in our life? The one person you got to delight your life, if you ask me, is your wife. Okay, there is no one else in life. Okay, you got to be more good too and better too. So I keep telling these guys, the best feel you can get in your life is your wife telling you that you're a good husband, and you're a responsible husband, and you also understand responsibility. So guys, start thinking slightly differently. See, today you come to a level of handling some X amount of business. but we want you to handle double X of the business, and that's going to happen in the next 2 years time period. Are you mentally prepared for that part? And to get mentally prepared for that part, what do you have to do? Okay?
Right.
And believe me or not, I have gone through the same process as what you are sitting not there. I have also come through the same journey. I've gone through the same process, and there are few good things in my life which I've done, and that's why I'm talking to you to introspect yourself and see to that if you can do these good things for yourself, you can rise. You can rise, and that's one thing that we must look at. How do we rise back? And in a very
So how are you handling, of course there's stress, I'm sure, and everybody must be facing that, but how are you really managing that stress? Maybe tell us 3 learnings or some things that you're doing very consciously to manage that stress and be that positive.
See,
Some 3
I
tips
tell you,
for
this is the
people.
first time in my life I'm just thinking to be an owner of an industry. It's a different feel altogether now. I have run my industry for 28 years, 29 years. Okay, I've never had a supplier coming to my office and asking me for payment. Okay, because I always work supplier friendly, and I keep telling my supplier, hey, you can sit in your office, give me the petrol bill discount also, and send it across to me. And today I find a lot of young guys who are slightly stuck up for funds, and that is definitely troubling me up. In fact, this morning I had a talk with 1 or 2 guys and said, my dear boys, you have to wait for 30 days to 45 days after we start.
Right.
The cycle has to start. Kindly understand that part of it. Unless the cycle starts, it's going to be slightly difficult on the whole front. And we run distributor dealership businesses. The saddest part is going to be is like we have A grade dealers, we have B grade dealers, we have C grade dealers, and it's going to be something that we have to be bold enough to absorb a lot of things and and find out a way forward to go ahead.
So did you guys as a company have a contingency plan as well for something like this, or how does a company like yours really function in a scenario?
Basically, we guys run a company is whatever money that we have made is lying down in the company, right? So one way that we are good. General asset of the company is very high, right? But the cash flow is tight. Okay. The most important is the cash flow.
Right now,
Right now the cash flow is very tight, and I've never been in this cash flow situation. But I think I'm just racking my head. How do I go ahead to sort it out? I think I've got 1 or 2 formulas in my mind which I'm trying to put it in piece of paper and just see how to take it forward.
Okay. So for the next 6 months to 1 year, what do you see happening in the industry specifically to do with your industry, and what would you advise to everybody who's watching this?
See, one way I look at it is, what has God produced you for? God has produced you to eat well, right? To live well and to sleep great. Okay? So I think I'm in these 3 platforms of life, right? And I feel very good. One way I feel very good is I'm in the sleep great platform, right? And all of us are today are locked down in the house, and sleep is something that everyone is looking. Everyone must be in his bed for at least about 7 to 8 hours. Okay, and I think great sleep is something very important for all of us, and good health, great sleep is something which I'm looking at. And it could be something good.
Something
positive coming up, and you got to live with hopes. Okay,
because the penetration of mattresses in our country is still very low, right? So we were just scratching the surface, so to speak, in terms of potential. So do you see this as just a break, a hiatus, and then of course, this will pick up even more?
So I will just tell you a little bit on the mattress part of it in this country. 85% of this country sleeps on cotton mattresses still. Right? And you don't get a good quality cotton mattress. Next portion, a lot of people are sleeping on rubberized coir mattresses. Okay? And we were the first people in the country to come out with spring mattresses. Okay? We disrupted the spring mattress, disrupted the sleep culture, and came out very boldly with the spring mattress part of it. And we basically think that like all of us buy good cars for what? Because we want to drive well. all of us buy a good sofa for what? Because I want to show Arpita that sofa set is a good one which I have in my house, right? So all these things are, everything is going to good part of it.
Yeah.
So I basically think like people are going to start looking at some good quality mattresses, and I basically think quality is going to be something which can really delight a lot of people around, and I have got every home in this country to attack on. So I am in a decent space, and like I was talking to your husband, wanting to take some good advice from him on sales and on marketing. Let's see.
Yes. So thank you so much for talking to me.
Thank
I'm sure this will help a lot of people in the industry, especially the home furnishing industry. What you said is very pertinent, that a lot of time is being spent at home now. So we will start looking at stuff that we buy for home more seriously. Just to clarify, we live in the same building, and that's why we can do this conversation like this. And we are following all the rules of the lockdown, so to speak, right? And we keep running into each other on our evening walks as well. So thank you once again.
Pleasure. Good to
It's been
talk.
great
Good to talk to you, and good to connect with you after long.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Thank you.